NumLock is completely useless, and I want to disable it completely on Linux. Forget all the rants about caps lock. NumLock is the most useless key of them all. It's never, ever useful. You don't want to use your numpad as an arrow pad, since the arrows are 1 centimeter away from it. Ever. There was a time when some keyboards had a numpad but no dedicated arrow keys. They don't exist anymore. You can find keyboards with no numpad but with arrow keys, but not the opposite. Therefore, NumLock is useless, and it only serves to aggravate me and, I presume, others. Please note that I do not want to know how to turn NumLock on at startup. I do not want to know how to tear the key off. I want to disable it so that it stays on all the time and can't be turned off by mistake. Any idea how to do that? Ideally, I'd like to be able to reclaim the key for another use, such as a modifier that allows me to type hex on the numpad. Additionally, I'd love to know how to turn off the equally useless mouse emulation triggered by Shift plus NumLock.
Well, for your first question, you can remap it to nothing with xmode map, where hash is the scan code of NumLock. You can find the scan code using zev. Instead of nothing, you can remap it to any key you'd like.
For Ubuntu 16.04, Xmode Map is not a permanent solution. Instead, install GNOME Tweak Tools, navigate to typing in GT, miscellaneous compatibility options, and select numeric keypad keys. Always enter digits.
I noticed this was tagged num, however for those who ended up here and are using today, it is really easy to make the numpad always print numbers. In System Settings in GT, Hardware in GT, Input Devices in GT, Keyboard in GT, Advanced. Check Configure Keyboard Options. Then check Miscellaneous Compatibility Options in GT, Numeric Keypad always enter digits, as in macOS. Click Apply and it works directly. Miscellaneous Compatibility Options in GT, toggle pawn turkeys with Shift plus NumLock. Will turn on /off mouse emulation by Shift plus NumLock, however this is off by default.
Well, I know for sure that if you run this as root, it will enable NumLock, and at least on my machine I cannot turn it off. I am using Arch Linux, so you might want to find the appropriate file for your particular flavor of Nix. But this should enable NumLock at boot, and leave the actual key open to be remapped. I love the idea of using it as a modifier to type in hex. I hadn't thought of that.
If you want to stop channel, please select its home.